And that is going to be your little drill to do to get more Dustin Johnson-y in your swing. Hi guys, Dustin Johnson here with JChownGolf. And what we're talking about today, we're going to talk about reigning Masters champion who just won a couple of days ago, Dustin Johnson, and something you can do in your golf swing that he does in his golf swing and how he does it that will improve your golf swing quite a lot, because we can always learn from all these top players, and something they do really well we can almost implement sometimes into our golf swing and see a good benefit from it, because this will not only get you hitting the ball further, so this is one of the reasons why Dustin hits the ball so far, and two, it'll get you hitting the ball a lot straighter. So who doesn't want to hit it long and straight like Dustin does? And if he didn't have this move in his golf swing, he wouldn't be hitting it long and straight. So we're really going to get into this and do a drill that will get you kind of emulating a little bit of Dustin's downswing. And it's going to be a drill because it's going to be very difficult. It tells you how good of a golfer he is, but it's going to get you really rotating really hard. So all about rotation, this drill. So before we get into it, please make sure you like the video. It really helps my channel a lot, and make sure you subscribe as well if you want nice, easy to understand golf instruction. JChownGolf is where it's at. So really, Dustin Johnson with his golf swing, obviously really impressive at the Masters, played unbelievably well, really solid, never looked like it was really in any doubt of throwing it away at any point. But one of the reasons why Dustin Johnson is such a good player, one, because of his pure athletic ability, sure, absolutely, but two, even though his golf swing's unique, he has something in his golf swing which is really benefits him for distance and accuracy, and that's his level of rotation he has in his golf swing. But understanding his rotation, how he gets it, is a very important thing as well that a lot of golfers could benefit massively from just understanding, because his rotation, why he gets so much, I mean, Dustin Johnson gets to the point where he's rotated so much that you could see his entire backside of his body at impact. That's an incredible amount of rotation. Even if some of us can get even slightly close to that, we're going to be hitting the ball very well. But Dustin Johnson gets that because of his club face. His club face is very shut in his golf swing. We have that unique look of him having that extreme flex at the top of the backswing with his left wrist. So that extreme bow there, which then gets that club face pointing dead up to the sky. So that's a very shut club face. Only way to make that work, guys, is to really rotate as hard as you can. So when you do that, you can see as well, you get a hell of a lot of shaft lean, because shaft lean, like I've talked before on my channel, is a byproduct of a lot of rotation and a club face that's nicely square. So if I really rotate hard, you can see how much shaft lean I get on the golf ball as well. Because why shaft lean, or why rotation matches up with that really closed club face, is because, yes, of course, a shaft lean, but shaft lean knocks strength off the club face. The more we lean the club forward, the more the club face is going to point out to the right. So you can even imagine there, that's why Dustin Johnson, with his extremely closed club face at the top of the backswing, has to rotate that much, ultimately to square the club face up, but he gets the benefit of the distance and accuracy that comes with that as well. So we know he's not human with the amount he can rotate, but we can all add in more rotation to our golf swing, because learning here, we know now that you need that stronger club face, or you need a club face that's fairly square. So if you're a guy out there with an open club face, maybe you're hitting high weak shots to the right, first thing you've got to do is really make sure that club face is squarer, because once that's there, we can really rotate. And what we're going to do with this video is I'm going to do a drill just in a minute of that you can kind of slightly emulate Dustin Johnson's position, and you'll have to hit the ball straight at the same time. Only way for you to do that is to rotate the hell out of the golf ball. So what we're really going to do, I'm going to get you into a position where you have really got quite a bowed wrist or a very close club face. Doesn't have to be a full swing, and then we're going to rotate from here. We're going to hit the shot, albeit I'm hitting into a net, so we can't see how straight or unstraight it goes, and we're going to try and hit that ball as straight to our target as humanly possible with that really close club face. Only way for us to do that, guys, is to rotate the hell out of it, because we know rotation, it really calms down club face. It really makes sure like the rate of that club face closing is very minimal. It stays square for a long time. We're not getting a lot of hand action. And two, when we're continually rotating through there, we've got all that rotational torque, all that speed going through the golf ball. So it's going to be very beneficial just to add even a little bit more of it. So what we're going to do as this drill, we're going to get up to about 3/4 in the backswing, and I want you to crank your wrist. So crank your wrist as in really bowing it. So what we're going to do, we're going to really make sure if we're wearing a glove, that logo is pointing almost behind us to where we've got very strong club face. And then from there, we're going to turn turn, turn, just keep on turning as much as we possibly can. And our target that we've got at the driving range, wherever we're hitting these golf balls, we want to hit it onto that target, and we're going to feel an incredible amount of rotation. We're going to feel an incredible amount of shaft lean in there as well. So let's give it a go. We're going to get to 3/4 or even a half swing. Stop there. Make sure we're getting everything in place. So, yep, very close, and go. And that is going to be your little drill to do to get more Dustin Johnson-y in your swing. So if we do that again here, guys, we're really getting up to the top. So of our half swing, 3/4, really cranking that wrist, so we're really bowing it. Rotate, we've got to hit this ball straight now. Really got to rotate extra hard. It's a hard drill even to do because you're stopping at the top, but this is a way that, one, teaches you the importance that club face has on how your body moves in the downswing. It's massive. Club face and the shaft, how the shaft moves, is the primary mover of what influences your body in the downswing, of your rotational ability. And it just gets you doing it, gets you rotate. A lot of guys out there, we all struggle with rotating at times, of getting the nice feeling of it. This will get you feeling a lot of rotation. So then it's all a reps game. So just like Dustin, let's get up to the top. Let's bow that club face. So with our half swing here, and then we're going to hit this ball straight. We can see a lot of rotation in there, guys. So one more. Again, we're getting up to the top of the backswing. Flexing that wrist. So our glove logo is pointing away from us, and then we've got to rotate to be able to get that club face square. If I didn't rotate here, guys, and I just had a very small amount, you can see already how left that club face is pointing. We've got to really open up like Dustin, really open up. And then even if we get this and we start drilling this a lot, get a little bit more rotation into our normal swing, we're going to be hitting the ball longer, we're going to be hitting it straighter, hitting it a little bit more like Dustin. So let's again get to the top, really flex our half, 3/4 swing, just like that, and really rotate through, hit the ball to our target as well as we can. Now that one would have been good, that one, because that actually felt like it started right of my target. Crazy. So that's a way that we can learn from these top players, and we can learn from Dustin, obviously with how good he played at the Masters, that this little move in here, that one, why he is so good with his golf swing is because of the uniqueness of his club face at the top and what that forces his body to do. But we can tap into that. We can use that a little bit in our own swing. We can drill it. Obviously, we don't really, I wouldn't say most golfers could even get to that level. I'd say barely anyone ever could. But even if we could get a little bit in there to really make sure we're getting that nice rotation. So as soon as we go and swing with our normal club face, making sure it's square, we'll be rotating a little bit more because it'll give us the feeling. This will give us that feeling. We need the feeling in there, guys, to be able to get this turn. It's one of the bigger things I hear so many people say. They just don't really feel like they're ever rotating through that shot. So this would be a great little drill to do to really make sure you're getting that Dustin Johnson rotation through there. And you can see club face makes a massive difference to how your body's going to move, because obviously if we did the opposite, club face was open, of course we're not going to rotate, because we know rotation breeds shaft lean opens up the club face. So got to get that club square, got to have that club face really either square or slightly closed to be able to rotate really hard through there. So have a good practice of that drill out there, guys. It's really going to benefit you loads, and then you'll be able to hit it nice and straight and nice and far like Dustin does pretty much all the time. So if you found that video helpful, guys, please press that like button. They'll really appreciate it. And as well, make sure you subscribe, because there'll be more videos like this, nice easy golf instruction to understand, where I put out 3 videos minimum a week, so you'll always have something to watch each week and week out to make sure you're improving in your golf. So guys, get practicing like this and you'll hit it straight and long, just like the Masters champion Dustin Johnson.